Welcome to The God Vibe. This is a space where you remember what's already true inside of you. You remember the truth of the power and presence of love within. I'm Fima Zanke, and what I do is help people return to clarity, peace, and power, not by pushing harder, but by coming back into alignment with God. If you've been overthinking, forcing outcomes, or feeling disconnected, you're in the right place. Let's get you back into the God vibe. Hi, welcome to the God Vibe. I'm your host, Fima Zanke, and I'm really grateful that you're here today with us. Thanks for listening, and if you feel inspired, please share so we can get these tools and this message of what you would love in your life and how you can attain it to as many people across the globe. That is my mission. It is to share the message of love and peace and empowerment to as many people as I possibly can reach. And I have the great privilege over the last 26 plus years to be able to witness people in all walks of life, in all areas of life, including children and grandparents, of which I am one. And they are equally beneficial. The tools are equally beneficial to all people on this planet, because when you understand that we are connected to a source of love so magnificent and the possibilities are infinite, then you understand that anything in this life is possible. So today's subject is so very wonderful, and it's so very important for so many of us, and that is infinite abundance. And it's infinite. We are connected to an infinite supply of health, of wonderful relationships, of amount of money, and unfortunately, most people think too small in terms of the category of their finances. So my intention for all of you listening to this recording is to say, think bigger. And I'm saying this to myself as well. I want to think bigger in terms of everything that is possible. And I want to stretch myself to an even greater reality here in the form of abundance. So we're going to start first by talking about your limiting beliefs here. And I'm going to ask you, if you are driving, to not listen to this while you're driving, because what I want to do is I want to take you through a very brief closed eye exercise so that you can determine within yourself where any roadblocks to abundance or any limiting beliefs that you have around lack reside. Because once we understand that concept, that our body holds the truth and that within our bodies, we can use the body's wisdom to discern where any roadblocks of fear or lack may be residing, then we can remove that, we can forgive it, and then what we can do is be aligned with the infinite possibilities around our abundance. I want to let you know that oftentimes, a lack mentality is not your fault. And the reason why this is the case is because our subconscious mind, which is the programmer of what our beliefs are in our world, it's like the computer programming, it happens from conception until about age 7, about approximately age 7. So all of our beliefs around money are held from our parents, teachers. If you were raised in a religious home, it could be all about limitations from the messages that you received when you were involved in your religious affiliation. And sometimes they're very, very subtle. And I've used this process, the emotional discovery process, to work with so many of my clients over the years to really open the doorway to all of the possibilities within their abundance. So first and foremost, I want you to just sit back, and we're going to do a quick abundance activation breath work, thinking of things that you're grateful for and things that you're proud of. And then I'm going to ask you to go within your body so that you have a clear understanding of where any roadblocks of lack may be residing within you. So let's just start. Let's sit back, put everything away, turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, and take these just few moments to be able to go inward, okay? So close your eyes when you're ready, and let's inhale, thinking of things that you're grateful for and things that you're proud of. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. And when I ask you the question, what are you feeling around your current financial situation? What does your body feel? Just take a deep breath and just ask yourself, what is my body feeling around my current financial situation? And when you ask that question, just notice what is present for you. Notice inside your body the physical sensation that you hold around your financial abundance or your financial lack. This is vastly important to understand that your body holds the truth. And I want you to just understand that whatever is here, it may not be something that is your fault, and or it may be something that we can remove very easily. And so if there is a restrictive feeling around your current financial situation, that's your indication that you are here. You are in a lack mentality. And so what I want you to do is I want you to just take a breath and just ask the question, what is the origin of this lack mentality? What's at the core of my beliefs around my financial lack? What's at the core? And just allow any pictures to surface, anything that may come to mind. And if you've got a journal and a pen, just go ahead and jot that down. It's not anybody's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not your fault. It's just that this was held in cellular memory. Your body, which uses itself as a protective means to hold on to something because it wants to feel safe. It's okay. So you just want to be able to discern where this is residing physically within you. Okay? And then whatever pictures come up and whatever pictures come to mind, just notice them and just give yourself permission to feel that picture as it's associated with lack. And once you give yourself permission to feel that physical sensation of lack, what I want you to do is I want you to just open up into it. And just like you're on a trampoline, I want you to just drop straight through it. Just drop through that feeling of lack, just drop through that memory that came up from your cellular memory. And now I want you to notice if there is just kind of a vast feeling or an expansive feeling underneath that. And if not, what you want to do is just continue to feel and give yourself permission to feel, and continue to give yourself permission to jump like you're just feeling it and jumping on a trampoline to go underneath it, until you get to a point where you feel just kind of nothing, or you feel just peace. You may just feel like you're floating, and that's where we want you to go. And now I want to wash over all of those feelings of lack that came within you, and just allow yourself to forgive whoever was in that memory. Forgive them, and now forgive yourself for whatever is associated with that lack memory. Forgive yourself for not knowing differently, because it may have been a very old memory that you held onto unconsciously, and so we're just bringing it up to your conscious awareness. Great. So forgive yourself, and now just place your hand on your heart and say, my divine nature is abundance. I am infinitely abundant. And just breathe that in so that you can feel the infinite connection to abundance within. So now there are a lot of opportunities for you to really understand your own money blueprint as it's associated with some experiences that you had when you were a child. So what we have here available, and I'll mention this now, is that there is a divine abundance course where you have an opportunity to dive even further and dive even deeper into where your money blueprint resides. So I want you to, if you feel so inclined, to go to www.directconnectcoaching.co and check out our Divine Abundance course. It's a low-cost investment for it, and I want people to understand and get to the heart of the matter of where lack mentality began and how to clear your abundance roadblocks to really connect to infinite possibilities. So now it's important to note that lack is on a very low frequency. Lack is on a low frequency of thinking and feeling sensations. What you need to understand is that you also, once we kind of part the veil of lack, you also are connected to infinite possibilities when it comes to abundance. They're infinite. And I've seen this, and probably one of the greatest stories I've ever heard was from my mentor, Mary Morrissey, who has been in the business of coaching people for well over 50 years. And she was building and designing a church many years ago. And she had her mentor came to visit her and came to speak at a speaking engagement at the church. And she had this very intricate plan of what she was going to do to raise $10 million in funds to be able to build this magnificent church on the West Coast. And what was interesting is that her mentor said to her at breakfast one morning, Mary, why would you squeeze the infinite in a 10-year plan? And so that $10 million plan that she had to raise those funds over 10 years quickly got changed. And what she did was she raised $10 million to build this church in just 10 months because she connected to her vision of infinite possibilities and connected to the vision of her already having this $10 million and living in the frequency of having the $10 million. So what was a 10-year plan got pushed really far up into a 10-month plan, and she raised $10 million. That's the most extreme example that I have witnessed. Now, in my own coaching practice, I had a young executive client many years ago who had lost both of her parents within a 6-month time frame. She said she wanted to be a millionaire by the time she was 35. I've used her story and her example, many times in many of the episodes because it is so significant. Her life wasn't going particularly well, but she held a vision, and that vision was, hey, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I turn 35. And so what happened was she turned 35 in February and her time was up in January. So she said, Fee, I was 2 months behind, but she did it. She became a millionaire. She had just turned 36 and she had the net worth and her $1 million vision became her reality, right? Just 2 months into that new year. So I've seen many things happen. The other thing that I saw was kind of a reversal of the abundance mindset, and that was once I cleared the roadblocks of fear with a client who had about $150,000 debt to the IRS, again, several years ago. He all of a sudden got, I asked him to hold the vision once we cleared the roadblocks of that. He and his wife celebrating that was something that was completely behind them, and they had a celebration in mind. He focused on that celebration on a daily basis, and he got the inspired ideas within that vision of the action steps and the plan that he needed. He paid off that $150,000 debt in just 1 year. So I've seen all kinds of possibilities with different clients over the years of how, when you connect to the infinite, when you are connected to the infinite through your vision and through your parasympathetic nervous system, anything is possible here. So what you want to do is you want to stay in the vision, not in the problem or in the lack belief. You want to go to the fact that you are at your abundant vision and you are experiencing life in that level and degree of abundance. One final thing that I wanted to mention, and I actually listened to this on a cassette tape when I first became a coach many years ago, and a cassette tape, that I date myself there, but it was by Stuart Wilde. And Stuart Wilde said, if you put a jar in the southwest corner of your home and you write a note to say, hey, God, hey, universe, I am here, I'm a good person, and I deserve to get paid just because. And you put that in there and you just focus on your connection to infinite possibilities of abundance. What he said was just watch what happens. So again, many years ago, I started introducing this concept to my clients. And I did it myself, of course, because I don't suggest that I do anything or you do anything unless I do it myself first. And so I wrote myself one Saturday morning, I wrote myself a note, and I put it in the southwest corner. I lit a candle just to kind of illuminate it. I lit a candle and I said, okay, if this is gonna work, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I am open to receiving abundance. And so it was about 8 o'clock in the morning when I wrote that note and put it in the jar. And then what happened next was crazy. I ended up going to the mailbox. It was about 12:30 that afternoon. And I pulled out a check and I was paid $230, excuse me, for a travel allowance that I didn't even know that I was allowed. It was for my children who attended a private school, and I got reimbursed from the state at that time because I paid for in my taxes a bus. And so since they didn't take the bus, I got that reimbursement. So that is, excuse me, that is what we are all about here. It is connecting to divine abundance, infinite possibilities. Please go check out the course. And if you feel inclined, please sign up for the course. It's amazing. You'll see how your money blueprint will shift for you. And as always, I just want to say thank you for listening. Please share this with anybody that you know. And thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful and amazing community. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. If something in this episode landed for you, just notice that. You don't need to rush to fix anything. Awareness is where everything begins. And if you're ready to go deeper, not just hearing this, but actually living it, I offer a few ways to work together. You can find those in the show notes. Until next time, stay connected to your body, trust what you feel, and come back to the God Vibe.